Hello, my name's Mehret and I'd like to welcome you to the Visa webinar on seamless payments for an omni-channel future. The digital economy is growing at unprecedented rates. 2 years ago, overall payment volumes in Europe increased by over 15% between 2019 and 2020. Fast forward to today, and we're seeing overall payment volumes in Europe have increased by 20% between 2020 and 2021. That's an increase of 40% in 2 years between 2019 and 2021. And we know this is largely driven by the digital economy. The underlying e-commerce growth is driven by the continued increase in mobile devices and the connected economy. 30% of people in the UK now own 5 or more connected devices. By 2023, the number of personal connected devices will be more than 3 times the global population. This pattern has accelerated dramatically over the last 12 to 18 months due to behavioural changes brought about by the pandemic. The length of the pandemic has made consumers more confident in transacting online or through their mobile devices. And as we emerge from the pandemic, the indications point towards consumers maintaining this newfound digital spending behaviour. 58% say they'll continue using their newfound payment methods, and 61% say they'll continue to use less cash even after the pandemic is over. This shift has stimulated other dramatic changes in the ecosystem. The margins between face-to-face and digital have started to blur. As the nature of retailing changes, physical environments themselves have become more digital. What started as contactless, then tap to phone in store, has turned to click and collect. And click and collect is now fast becoming scan and go. There is no doubt we will continue to see innovations that remove friction from the physical environment and also secure and seamless online checkout, irrespective of whether the purchase happens in store or remotely. On top of this, consumers are demanding the digital payment experience becomes as secure, consistent and easy to use as face-to-face, all driving the need for fully integrated consumer experiences across every channel. The challenge across the industry is for us to meet these changing consumer expectations and their demand for the same seamless, secure, highly reliable payment experience wherever and however they're shopping, across all channels, all regions and all devices. Sadly, it's now a fact of life that as any new trend appears, fraudsters will jump on it to find the weakest link. Mitigating the growth and the impact of fraud as the penetration of digital payments into the global economy increases is arguably one of the industry's greatest challenges. Which is why tokenization is so important. It is one of our best tools against the risk of fraud, for a number of reasons. The vital card details, the PAN, is never revealed or seen by either the merchant, the wallet provider or the acquirer. Also, the token itself is domain restricted. Essentially, it is a key to a specific event, so if a fraudster tries to use it in any other location, in any other channel, or for any other merchant or purchase, it will not work. The great news is that acceptance of tokens today is growing exponentially. It took us 5 years to get to 1 billion tokens issued globally, but then, in under a year, we reached 2 billion tokens.
Let's go boom.
Despite this success, penetration into e-commerce transaction remains low. 90% of these transactions are still on PAN and open to the risk of fraud. The benefits of tokenization extend beyond fraud, and merchants and acquirers who accept tokens see significant benefits, including lower fraud and protection against cyber attacks. In the 12-month period leading up to March 2021, we saw 60% less fraud on token transactions. More satisfied customers with lower cart abandonment, and a 2.5% improvement on authorization rates, because tokens are always on with lifecycle refresh. And there are consumer benefits as well, with seamless payment experiences across all of their devices, higher confidence through their recognizable card art, and the reassurance that their card details are always safe. For all of these reasons, Visa is investing heavily in creating a highly integrated digital environment for tokens and token-enabled propositions to thrive. We're doing this by supporting new token use cases and creating seamless payment and authentication channels, all of which we'll cover today. Like its mission, Visa's digital commerce strategy is built around the vision, wherever and however you want to pay. And its foundation is network tokenization. Tokenization not only underpins the security of our rails and transaction performance, but it also provides the means to manage desensitized consumer data. It also provides incredible flexibility on the range of use cases that can be supported as digital commerce evolves. Our suite of token solutions and value-added services enable the full range of digital payment use cases. Firstly, card on file at merchants. Here, we're supporting our merchants in obtaining and storing desensitized card credentials on file more easily. And these credentials can be kept up to date through subscription to our batch and real-time account updater services that support transaction performance, including time-critical processing. Then we've got Click to Pay at checkout. I'll come back to Click to Pay a little later, as it's one of our deeper dives, but suffice to say, it's a key industry initiative that's designed to take the hassle and inconvenience out of guest checkout. And it's a solution that brings significant benefits to all parties. In addition to supporting device-based payments and wearables, we also support third-party digital wallets and platforms with e-commerce tokens. And lastly, connected devices. With the growth of these digital wallets, merchants and marketplaces, and the acceleration of 5G deployment, we expect even further growth in digital commerce. Our cloud token framework enables even greater flexibility by allowing merchants and platforms to bind tokens to multiple devices, including those in your home, your vehicle, or your everyday personal devices, building even deeper relationships by creating seamless payment experiences that just work across our everyday lives. Our range also includes onboarding and enrollment services to accelerate the distribution of e-commerce tokens, as well as the utilities that support the management of rewards, reconciliation, and operational processes. And they link network, acquirer, and non-card tokens to provide a full 360-degree customer view. So in the second part of this presentation, I want to showcase two product solutions in the same clear way. Firstly, Click to Pay and why this is so beneficial, and then followed by delegated authentication and the transformation it can bring about. I'll also be outlining the proactive support Visa is offering to help accelerate merchant acceptance of tokens. I mentioned Click to Pay earlier, so let's dive in a little deeper. Click to Pay really does have the potential to transform digital payments. It replicates the efficiency of a stored account checkout experience in the guest checkout process without needing to remember multiple passwords. And it has the potential to have the same impact in digital payments that contactless had in the face-to-face environment. Why? Well, there are a number of reasons. Firstly, it uses token technology and is built on common industry-wide EMV standards. This means it delivers a fully integrated, secure, and consistent checkout experience, one that works in the same way across all schemes, all device types, all browsers, everywhere, a key advantage over existing methods, which can sometimes be provider, scheme, or device specific. Secondly, it enables payments without needing to enter passwords or all of your details and credentials. And even better, this coming year we'll be introducing biometric authentication to make it even more seamless. We really believe that issuer-side enrolment for cardholders is key because it reduces the effort to enroll at the point of payment. With this approach, the cardholder will just be able to start using Click to Pay without having to enter all of their details. Let me show you a video which shows these benefits far better than I can. For the merchant, Click to Pay also removes the burden of guest checkout, allowing them time to focus on acquisition. It optimizes their sale conversion rates, and it also delivers the higher authentication levels and lower fraud risk associated with tokenization. Click to Pay also helps overcome the regulatory compliance burden of SCA. Click to Pay is designed to be fully SCA compliant. The cards are always checked when they're initially loaded, whether by the issuer or at checkout. Click to Pay will really make a difference, but don't just take my word for it. For the next few minutes, I'd like to hand over to one of our Central European client partners who's implemented Click to Pay with great success. We're very excited to have Ralph Gladys, CEO and founder of Computop, with us today. Computop provides global payment solutions and fraud prevention to their multi-channel merchants with a yearly processing volume of $35 billion.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ralph Gladys. I'm CEO and founder of Computop, the payment people. At Computop, we provide omni-channel payments for white label partners and large merchants, mainly in Europe, but also in Asia, US, Canada, and Latin America. Despite a large number of alternative payment methods, credit cards are most important for our customers because of flexibility, global reach, and competitive pricing. At Computop, we are convinced that the wallet approach of Click to Pay is most convenient for cardholders. Both convenience and tokenization will drive our merchants' conversion. Therefore, to speed up the adoption, we have reduced our merchants' integration efforts and have made Click to Pay available on our standard credit card forms, allowing cardholders to quickly register during their card payments. After that, Click to Pay will provide a much better user experience for subsequent payments. Being a first mover with innovative solutions helps Computop to keep a trusted relationship with its customers. And Click to Pay is such an innovative solution. And card payments hold the largest share of Computop's processing business. Just like issuers, we need to improve card payments when we get the chance, And Click to Pay is the best chance our industry has to take card payments to the next level.
I'm also very excited to share that we're actively rolling out Click to Pay in a number of our European markets. Visa is continually enhancing its EMV 3DS offerings to ensure digital payment authentication is seamless and ubiquitous, reinforcing the trust consumers and merchants have that paying with Visa is both secure and convenient. Part of this drive is the Visa Delegated Authentication Program, or VDAP for short. Under PSD2, issuers are responsible for authenticating the customer via SCA. However, PSD2 also allows them to delegate that responsibility to third parties. VDAP allows for that at scale. So whether customers are already known to the merchant or the digital wallet, they can authenticate the customer themselves within their own digital application experience. For the merchant, this means that they can directly control the purchase user experience, which in turn will result in less friction at checkout and more satisfied customers. It positively impacts sale conversion rates, and it reduces the likelihood of cart abandonment. VDAP also offers the merchant SCA benefits, increasing authorization levels and reducing fraud. You heard from Anthony Cahill at the plenary about Daimler and how they've enabled seamless payments from smart cards through Mercedes Pay. That solution leverages the Cloud Token Framework and VDAP. You'll hear from another leading brand in a moment, but first let me share the criteria to qualify for VDAP. To qualify as a delegated third party, a merchant or a digital wallet has to meet certain predetermined criteria. They must be capable of performing SCA using standards-based authentication technology, certify the solution to Visa standards, have low fraud and no history of Visa fraud or chargeback program breaches. And finally, like 3DS, they'll need to pass key data to ensure continued risk assessment. Delegated authentication using standards-based technology is transforming the industry. And with that in mind, let's now hear from a leading European wallet. I'm sure you've all heard of Vipps, and I'm delighted that they've accepted our invitation to talk about their positive experiences of working with our new token authentication solutions.
Hi, my name is Mario Eka Parisio, and I'm the Group Product Manager of Vipps e-commerce. For us, Visa's network tokenization platform and the delegated authentication program has been a crucial element for Vipps in solving the strong customer authentication requirements from the PSD2 regulations. When we first learned about the ramification of strong customer authentication, we quickly realized that this is a major challenge for Vipps, since friction-free Vipps payment is what our users love. After a few months of thinking very hard, we finally concluded that network tokenization and Visa's delegated authentication program would be the best way forward for us. Thanks to a lot of hard work, a very good collaboration with Visa and our partner ADN, we managed to launch Vipps e-com payments with delegated authentication Christmas 2020. Now, half a year later, we have a soft decline rate as low as just 1.5%. Our overall payment dropout rate has decreased with almost 30%. And this translates into a better user experience for our end users and more value for our merchants. And now, with a very high rate of tokenized cards and a modern and future-oriented platform, we're ready to take the technology to the next step. We're now in dialogue with issuers, Visa and our partner ADN, to set up push provisioning of cards to Vipps from the issuers' mobile banking apps. We think this is a big opportunity for an even more enhanced user experience, in addition to the fact that this gives our owners, the banks in Norway, the opportunity to do more product development based on cards. With push provisioning, they can issue virtual cards or cert cards specific to a certain mobile wallet, such as Vipps. We're very pleased with the collaboration with Visa on our journey towards network tokenization and delegated authentication, and we sure are eager to collaborate on new opportunities.
So that just leaves one hugely important final point to make, which covers everything we've discussed today. Visa is committed to helping you leverage these solutions to build great consumer experiences. And that's why I'm really excited to be joined by Lindsay, who heads up our commercial initiatives for acquirers and enablers here at Visa Europe. Lindsay, over to you.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Varillo. Visa is developing digital acceleration programs to drive market awareness of e-commerce network tokens and to support the ecosystem with increased activation of tokenized transactions. We would like to work more closely with enablers and merchant service providers to bring the value of network tokenization to European e-commerce. The aim of the program is to provide enabling support for onboarding to the Visa token service and also help with the recruitment of merchants so that the benefits we've covered today can be enjoyed by more ecosystem participants and consumers than ever before. The programs include a number of upfront measures to support with technology enablement as you join the Visa token service, as well as an upfront commitment to launch marketing campaigns to drive merchant awareness and activation of tokens and, where applicable, drive consumer awareness and enrollment of their credentials into Click to Pay. You'll also receive a range of high-impact collateral to be used in merchant discussions, including sales decks, infographics, and style guides. These measures are all designed to support and fast-track onboarding you onto the Visa token service and drive your go-to-market strategy to gain reach with merchants. Once onboarded and live, Visa will provide regular performance updates supported by detailed data and analytics that showcase the benefits token are delivering. These will help you continue to inform your stakeholders of the benefits attained, as well as continue to optimize your operational performance. And of course, access to the very best of Visa subject expertise throughout Europe, committed to your success.
I'd like to close this part of the session by thanking you for listening so intently. I hope you found the content both interesting and informative, and I now invite you to ask any questions in our short 15-minute Q&A. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. Thanks to the panel, to Ralph and the team at Computop, and to the team at VIPS for all joining us here today. Do get in touch if you need more information. We really look forward to hearing from you. And for now, goodbye.